All right, so let's see. Okay. So the first journaling prompt that I have for us is, what does my ideal ordinary day look like? What does my ideal ordinary day look like? So if you're new, of course, what I typically do is I go on mute so that way I can journal out in my journal while you're journaling as well. So, what does my ideal ordinary day look like? So, for me, my typical day is just I'm relaxing, I'm enjoying working on things that I love to do, such as researching and planning. So, those are some of the things that I do basically every day um, that I enjoy. So, let me see. Good morning, Shawnee. How are you doing this morning? So let's look at the second prompt that I have, and that is, what areas of my life need more intention? What areas of my life need more intention? Okay, so oh yes, thank you. I am. I'm doing good, Shawnee. Thank you. So, what areas of my life need more intention? I would have to say now for 2026 is just strategic on my career planning, the next steps for the area that I would like to focus on that I would like to be for the next 5 years. That is the area that I would need to focus on as of as of the first of this year. So just determine if I want to go back into a healthcare corporate environment or if I want to do something else. So yes. Let's see what I have next. Uh-oh. Okay. So what goals feel exciting instead of overwhelming? What goals feel exciting instead of overwhelming? Good morning, Liza. How are you doing this morning? So I'm going to go on mute so I can journal. Good morning, DeBossway. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, Rebounding with Cheryl. How are you doing this morning? So the question that I have up is what goals feel exciting instead of overwhelming? And so I'm going to just go on mute so that way I can definitely journal in my journal my response. All right, so what goals feel exciting instead of overwhelming? So, when I'm learning something new, for instance, like technology, um, it is exciting for me. It's not overwhelming. So that is something that I get pleasure out of doing when I'm setting goals. Um, and of course, I do love financial goals as well. That is exciting. You would think that that's overwhelming, but that is not overwhelming for me. I love setting up financial goals. If it's with savings or, really savings, paying off debt, but really savings. Those type of goals are exciting for me. So let's see what I have in the chat. So we have people speaking. Let's see. So Doses of Shawnee says, I love this. I need to be more intentional with my building my personal business. Yes, yes, that is so true, Shawnee. So then we have the Boss Way, losing the weight and shopping for new clothes and the feeling of wanting to dress up again. Oh yes, that's exciting. It's not overwhelming. But now that I'm reading it and you say that, Harjarine, so I did have to do some shopping the other day. Well, 2 weeks ago, really not the other day. I don't know why I'm saying the other day, but it's like 2 weeks ago. And I knew from my last shopping spree that I went on after 5 years, I finally got into a size 10. But when I went in the store 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and let me look for this 10. And it was a rush type of situation. So I needed to get something ASAP. And I went for a 10, but it was a 10 curvy. And that was the only outfit they had in the store. And I really needed it at the moment. It looked like the 10 probably is a little bit too big. So the only thing that I'm, thinking about now is that I may need to be in an 8. But yeah, I digress. I saw that comment, I just started thinking about my situation. I thought for sure I was locked in on a 10, but now it looks like I'm probably gonna be in an 8. But yes, I digress. So let's see what I have for us next. Let's see. Okay. What would I work toward if fear wasn't involved? What would I work toward if fear wasn't involved? Ugh. So I'm going to go on mute so I can go in my journal and write. Okay, so what would I work towards if fear wasn't involved? Um, More public speaking. I'm more of a behind the scenes type of person. Um, yeah, so I think that would be the top one for me is the public speaking because um, I don't know, I'm just a behind the scenes type of person. So yeah, let's see what I have. If anyone has anything in the chat, let's see. So, Boss Way, congratulations. My legs are good in a 10, but this gut, but this gut got some more work to do. I feel that the pants are a true 10 that I tried on. Yeah, that's what I was saying in my weigh-in video last week. Um, I think my body fat is still at a 29.5. And I think that really has to do with the gut, which we all know that's the hardest place to really lose. It's that stubborn fat. So, but yeah. Okay. Oh, this Liza speaking. Okay, so also is saying doing more social media posts, marketing my things I have for sale. Yes, that's good as well. And this is something that you are selling right here, Harjarine, your journal, Good Morning Journal. This is something that you have on Amazon for sale as well. Yes, I love this journal. And then Liza is saying same for her. Okay, so let's see. I'm getting myself mixed up. Okay. What drains my energy that I can minimize? What drains my energy that I can minimize? Oh, okay. I think. Did it go? Okay. Oh. Okay. So Liza was saying the public speaking is the same for her. For the fear wasn't involved more that she would do a more public speaking. Yes. Okay. So the next question is what drains my energy that I can minimize? And I'm gonna go on mute so that way I can journal. Okay. Oh, get some water. what drains my energy that I can minimize? So, too much planning. I'm a planner. I'm a planner all day long. I'm always planning, overthinking before just doing something and just seeing how it works itself out. That really drains my energy. Because I'm constantly thinking about it. Should I do this? Should I not do that? What if this happens? This and then the third. So yes, over planning and overthinking truly drains my energy. So let's see what the Boss Way has. Something in the chat. Okay. Food choices, budgeting, which I try but haven't been successful. It's draining your energy. Yeah. The food choices definitely. Budgeting. I guess I love budgeting. But yeah, budgeting can drain your energy trying to figure out which way to allocate your funds and etc. And what to pay off, what to invest in and all that. Yeah, that can be draining. All right. So what energizes me naturally? What energizes you naturally? Mm. Okay, so what energizes me naturally? So, recording my YouTube videos that I put out and editing, I don't know, it's just I guess I look at like I do journaling as therapeutic for me. I don't know, you would think that recording and editing would be stressful, but no, it energizes me. Just I don't know. This is something about it that just gives me energy and then it brings me joy for just doing it. I guess because I love learning something, doing something new, and that's just something to me that's enjoyable. And for anybody that is a content creator, if you don't love what you're doing, then it feels like you just have another job. So yeah. So let's see what I have in comments. Let's see. So the Boss Way, getting up early in the morning and socializing on YouTube. Yes. So we have JC Calamity James. Good morning to you as well, Jen. And she's saying hi to everyone in the chat. Okay. Being in the sun energizes me, and in the dirt. Yes, yeah, Jen, that seems like that would be very energizing and therapeutic. Out there doing your gardening and with the chickens. That seems like that would be very energizing. Rebounding with Cheryl, taking a 10-minute break at work and walk outside in the sun. Yes, yes. Especially if you have a stressful job, just stepping away for a few minutes and going outside. Yes. JC Calamity Jane is saying, yes, have to take those work breaks. Yes. And that was something that before I was laid off, that was one of my biggest issues is because I had worked from home for 5 years during that pandemic. And because the job that I had was so high volume and it was remote, you would think that I would be up doing taking all the breaks I needed, but that was a detriment to some of the back issues that I experienced before I started on my health journey. Yes, you definitely want to make sure you take those breaks. Yeah. Yes, I digress. I'll go down that rabbit hole. So let's see what I have for us next. How do I want to show up for myself this year? So we just started the new year. How do you want to show up for yourself for this entire year? So that way when December rolls around again, that way you can say, yes, I showed up for myself by whatever you're trying to do for yourself this year. Okay, so how do I want to show up for myself this year? So this I this is gonna always be something that I'm gonna repeatedly say, and that is less overthinking, um, and just enjoying what I have. So, and what I mean by that is, and I've said this several times, I overthink everything, everything, because I'm a planner at heart. So I'm always overthinking. So just, being engaged in the moment is how I want to show up for myself, just being engaged, and not always thinking the good, the bad, the ugly. Just engage and enjoy what I have. So let's see if anyone put anything in the chat. Okay, let's see. JC Calamity Jane, ensure I'm getting my reading in, even if it means less YouTube. Yes, that is a good one, Jen. Getting your reading in is definitely a good one. And that means less YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. I think 2026, I definitely need to do less YouTube. Last year, I did so much YouTube. It was ridiculous. When I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. So yes, focusing on yourself, and if it means cutting back on YouTube, yes, picking one day out the week or 2 days out the week to just do YouTube or whatever it is. Yes, that's true. Do what makes you happy. So then we have Doses of Shawnee speaking to Jen. So let's see what I have. I think I got one more of these. Yes. What does alignment feel like in my body? What does alignment feel like in my body? Okay. What does alignment feel like in my body? Um, what came to mind was mobility. With all the walking that I've been doing, aligning to be able to just stand up straight, strengthening my core. That is what came to mind for this particular journal prompt. So let's see. We have people speaking in the chat. Let's see. The Boss Way is saying, yes, Jen, get back into reading faithfully. Yes. you're an avid reader, definitely get back into it. The Boss Way is saying fulfilling. As the alignment that she feels in her body is fulfilling. Yes. Ouch. Let's see. Uh-oh. What you did. Let's see. Okay. So one small step I can take this week toward my goals. One small step I can take this week toward my goals. Okay, so one small step I can take this week towards my goals. Hmm. I would have to say less planning. It depends on which goal, because I do have 2, 3, but less planning. Maybe plan one time a week versus I'm planning or brainstorming on a daily basis, and that's what's draining my energy. Is always thinking too much. So one way that I can work towards one of the goals that I was mentioning earlier was to stop overthinking, stop over planning, and just do. Cut back on the excessive planning and brainstorming that I'm always doing. It's overload. So let's see if anyone put anything in the chat. Let's see. So JC Calamity Jane is saying, start reading my book I downloaded on my Kindle. Yes. Yes. Start reading it. So it looks like you're a Kindle girl, Jen, not a hard copy book. Okay, so the next prompt question that I have for us is, who do I need to become to reach my next level? Interesting. Who do I need to become to reach my next level? Let me go on mute. Who do I need to become to reach my next goal? So I would need to become the girl who steps out more on faith and stop being a complacent individual person. Too complacent. For me to achieve any of my goals that I have set for myself, that is what I would need to do, who I would need to become, so that way I can reach my next level. Yeah, that was a good one. Let me see what we have. Wellness with Liza, listening to my body, knowing when to slow down. Yes, yeah. And that was something that I had this week. I was having some side pains, and I love doing my walking on my walking pad. I do that faithfully, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And if for some reason I miss a day, then I would just do it on that Saturday. Just to try to get the 150 minutes in that my doctor advised me that I should be doing. But because my side was hurting, I was just like torn between the two. Should I sit for a minute or take the day off and just relax? Or should I still get on my walking pad? So one day I decided to push through, and the second day I decided to just relax. So yes, we have to listen to our bodies, so that way we'll know when to slow down. Because if we're drained, we don't have any energy for ourselves, we're not good to anybody. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Liza. Okay, so this is where I will do the random prompt questions that I have from this. And these are the ones that I've been using thus far. So I like to put those to the side. These are the writing prompts that cards that I like to use. Unexpected, not knowing what I'm gonna pull. So let me see, shuffle the deck. Okay. I feel like I pulled this one. I thought I did this one before, but maybe not. Hope we didn't get mixed up. But what is the most precious gift you have received? What is the most precious gift you have received? Okay. What is the most precious gift you have received? So, without too much, I would just say support from people that are not in my typical day to day, without getting too much into details. But yes, let's see what the next card I pull. I felt like I pulled that card before. Mm. Describe instances when you felt genuine and authentic love. Hmm. Describe instances when you felt genuine or authentic love. Okay, I'm not sure if I was on mute, but let me repeat that just in case. Describe instances when you felt genuine or authentic love. Okay. So describe instances when you felt genuine or authentic love. So, um, when someone has my back and I don't even have to eat, I don't even have to ask. That's that is what is genuine or an authentic love that I truly experience. And yeah. So I'm just gonna pull the last card. Let me do one good shuffle. As best as I can. Okay. Okay. Oh goodness. Focus. Describe the last time you walked barefoot in the grass. Describe the last time you walked barefoot in the grass. Oh, thank you, Liza. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your day. So, oh goodness, what was the question? Describe the last time you walked barefoot in the grass. Well, that would have been in my early 20s, and it felt, it was freeing. But I wanted to just modify the question a little bit at the end. So, barefoot in the sand on the beach is always relaxing and therapeutic for me. So, it's something about just walking barefoot in the sand is just so therapeutic and relaxing. I love a good walk on the beach. So yes. So let's see what we, okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Wellness with Liza is saying thank you for staying consistent. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for participating in the journaling sessions. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who joined today and for those who are catching the replay. So yes, so that is it for today's Saturday journaling session. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I hope that you were able to get some journaling down, whether you were using the prompts that I provided or some thoughts that you may have that you wanted to journal about. Yes, so that is it. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and until then, I will see you later. Bye.